Welcome to Ethanol Producer Magazine's top headlines from the past week. I'm your host, Jill Nelson. Mark your calendars now for the 36th Annual International Fuel Ethanol Workshop and Expo, taking place in Minneapolis, Minnesota, June 15th through the 17th, 2020. The FEW is the world's largest ethanol event and is truly where producers meet. Visit fuelethanolworkshop.com to learn more. Japan has approved a new trade agreement with the United States. U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer issued a statement on December 4th confirming Japan's Diet, its bicameral legislature, has approved the recently signed U.S.-Japan trade agreement and U.S.-Japan digital trade agreement. The U.S. Grains Council has spoken out to applaud Japan's approval of the agreement, noting that it includes a staged tariff reduction for ethanol. According to the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative, the U.S. is preparing for the two agreements to go into effect on January 1, 2020. As agreed by President Trump and Prime Minister Abe, both governments will begin consultations early next year in order to enter into further negotiations on a broader trade agreement. In addition to the staged tariff reduction for ethanol, the agreement will also allow DDGS to continue to receive duty-free market access. Several ethanol operations in Brazil are under new ownership. Bunge and BP announced December 2nd they have completed the formation of BP Bunge Bioenergia, a 50-50 joint venture that combines the two companies' Brazilian bioenergy and sugarcane ethanol businesses. BP Bunge Bioenergia is now the second largest operator by effective crushing capacity in the Brazilian ethanol market. The joint venture includes 11 biofuel plants in 5 Brazilian states. It has a total crushing capacity of 32 million metric tons of sugarcane per year. The joint venture is capable of producing nearly 400 million gallons of ethanol, 1.1 million tons of sugar, and exporting 1,200 gigawatt hours of electricity to the national grid in Brazil. The joint venture is headquartered in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and employs more than 10,000 people. The public comment period on U.S. EPA's supplemental notice of proposed rulemaking that addresses the agency's plan to reallocate future renewable fuel standard volumes lost to small refinery exemptions, or SREs, closed November 29th. More than 11,700 comments were filed on the proposal, according to data posted to the regulations.gov website. The supplemental notice of proposed rulemaking issued on October 15th has been slammed by supporters of the biofuels industry. The White House originally briefed biofuel industry representatives on a deal that would use a 3-year rolling average of actual SRE waived volumes to predict future waived volumes. The EPA's rulemaking, however, proposes to use a 3-year rolling average of U.S. Department of Energy SRE recommendations rather than actual waived volumes to project future SREs. Read more in our online story. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week with more of the ethanol industry's top stories.